Hi people, I am Sara Mahmood and in this video we will discuss the second part of summary of chapter number 2. Widdowson gives a brief description of how anaphoric references works. He semantically associates staggering girl with Leda in the title because both share a semantic feature that is female, but all the nominal group cannot be connected with the title of the poem. Sometimes cataphoric reference functions as didactic reference. When something is pointed, that is called didactic reference. In the poem, there is possibility that Yeats is pointing towards any picture, painting, or to imagined vision in his mind. This view can be supported when he uses the thighs instead of using his or her thigh, but this is one of the interpretations obtained according to the law of linguistics. No one is fully sure that Yeats was looking at a picture. In order to get more information, one has to look at the deviations as well. In literary writing, there are a lot of sentences which are not according to the grammar rules, but these sentences are still interpretable. For example, this poem written by E. Cumming is not according to grammar, but still we can understand it and interpret it. Another deviation is violation of category and subcategory rules. Example of this deviation is, and I shall see some squeaking Cleopatra, boy my greatness. In these lines, Shakespeare has violated category rule and used the word boy, which is a concrete noun, is used as a verb. Another example is, in this sentence there is a violation of verb subcategorization rule. The word scale belongs to a class of transitive verbs, but it is treated here as an intransitive verb. Another violation is that of the selection and restriction rules. Example of this violation is in the poem Wind by Ted Hughes. For example, the line, seeing the window tremble to come in. In this sentence, oddity does not lie in the trembling of window, which can tremble in storm, etc. But problem lies in the phrase tremble to come in, which requires an animate subject as he trembled to come in. Here, a human attribute is given to non-human subject. Another deviation commonly found in literature is violation of transformational rules. Transformational generative grammar is a set of grammar rules that are used when basic clauses are combined to form more complex sentences. An example of transformational generative is the idea that sentences have surface structure and deep structure levels. For example, the expensive coat attracted my wife's attention. My wife's attention was attracted by the expensive coat. These two lines have same underlying structures and different surface structures. In these lines, the deep structure is same, so we can say that the two sentences are synonyms. The active and passive sentences derive from the same deep structure source. Other rules are deletion, substitution, or replacement. For example, if we apply these rules on a poem written by Tennyson, in this poem, the poet has neglected the deletion and replacement rules. For example, page in crimson clad. This is a deep structure of something like the following form: a page is clad in crimson. If we apply the substitution rule, it becomes a page who is clad in crimson. If we delete the relative pronoun and auxiliary, gives us a page clad in crimson. Tennyson applies a transformation rule which does not exist in modern English. He transposes the prepositional phrase in crimson to a position in front of verb. No one can explain why he is violating the rules of language in this way, but only suggestions that can be made is that Tennyson is trying to make his work attractive for the readers. Other violations are made in the phrase damsel glad, mirror blue, and no royal knight in true. Poets use these deviations to beautify their literary work. Here the question arises that the generative grammarian claims that a grammar is a model of the speaker's knowledge of his language. How doesn't it come about those sentences which are ungrammatical but still interpretable in literature? With this question, we arrive at a point of similarity between Halliday's treatment of literature and that of the generative grammarians. They started with two opposite opinions about treating literature as text. Halliday's view was that literature can be analyzed in a linguistic model. Whereas the point that generative grammarian has made is that they very often cannot. But for both of them, the interest is treating literature as text. That's it for this video lecture. If you want an audio of the same lecture, contact through my WhatsApp number given in the description below. We will be meeting soon in the next video lecture. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Good day.